a broadband bandwidth, we will give that data service, and that data service allows you to access and do what you can do, and only we know how to do that. I was sales and marketing manager of Africa Online. I was the first guy to sell high-speed data in this city in the early 2000s. I understand that game. And at the same time, on global, you've raised an issue about Ukraine. After the Ukraine crisis, it has brought to the fore. It has created a crisis in foreign exchange, inflation, because wheat, edible oil, maize, steel has come to. There's a challenge with that. You know, we should actually, even COVID-19, making vaccines became, and even building masks became an issue. I'm a real believer that it is time for leaders like myself in office to insist that we should consume what we produce. In fact, I'm not going to use that cliche called buy Kenya, buy Kenya. It bores me. We should consume what we produce. That has been the biggest problem of the African and the biggest problem of the Kenyan. In fact, if you're not largely rural Kenya, when it comes to food, for instance, consumes what it produces because everybody has a kitchen garden. That's why they are very healthy, they are not stunted. But if you look at Nairobi, we consume what we don't produce. Why? If you look, we have two large rivers flowing through Nairobi into Galana and Sabaki, or Athi River and Tana. They go through the most productive land in soil to the sea. And actually they flood. Only crocodiles and hippos enjoy those rivers as they flow to the sea. If we grew sugar, rice, maize, wheat, what stops us from doing those four things to the extent that we can actually self-fulfill ourselves? It's a failure of the Ministry of Agriculture. It's a failure of me as Igathe. It's a failure of you as where you are. Agriculture and land are two critical, mission-critical things going forward. And I'm pronouncing myself that I will support the global Minister of Agriculture in the government, the Minister of Lands, because Nairobi will become the consumer of what's produced around our country. Okay, we have had a debate about second-hand